5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for...
A Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on...
Magic TV.
I'm here with the superstar, AGT performer, America's Got... First of all, congratulations for America's Got Talent. There have been millions of people saying how amazing you are.
Millions.
Yeah, and I think, we're going to do a video about this at some point, but I think there's a couple of people, before we start the review show, that we should thank. John Morton for creating the gimmick that you used in your act, and Phil Smith for helping create the artwork for all of the drawings and everything. Of course, he lied and said he drew them, not a chance. And Drew Perry for being the mastermind behind actually gaffing up the table for the final reveal, and Matt, obviously, for coming along and being awesome.
Someone else.
Well, yeah, the magic castle.
The guy that did it. The guy that said you could help.
Yeah, but and the Magic Castle Junior program.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Magic Castle Junior program. Who was?
I forgot his name.
David Murphy.
That was it.
Yeah, and the Magic Castle Junior program, who went on stage with you, and they were awesome, weren't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to do a video on that another time, but thank you to everyone that said nice things about Ryland. You're right, he doesn't suck, he's okay. But today we got another review show.
It's only you that sucks.
Thanks, brother. Four tricks that we're going to be looking at. 4 brand new tricks. It's very, very exciting. We've got some really cool stuff on this week's review show, so we're going to get straight into it. And we're going to start off with a new trick, and it's kind of a stage piece, but it's really cool. Let's have a look at this one first. So the first trick that we're going to be looking at is Cardvertisement by Michel, Huot, Luca, Volpe, and Alan Wong. Cardvertisement. Now, what this is, in essence...
Oh, yeah, that's a...
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Cardvertisement. What this is, in essence, is it's a stage piece designed to have somebody freely name a card and be able to show, from the very, very beginning, that you knew the card that they would pick. That's basically what it is.
That's cool.
Now, if you haven't seen a performance of this, I'm going to do a full performance to camera. You're going to be able to see exactly what this looks like, and then we'll talk about how it kind of all comes together and everything. So first of all, let's have a look at a performance of Cardvertisement. So I've got Ryland behind the camera who's going to help me with something. Ryan?
Yeah.
I have a folded up card here.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and influence you to pick the card that this card is. I'm going to try and influence you to pick this card. Now, if I just said to you, name a card, there's a very slim chance that I would get it correct. But I am able to influence you in a kind of a psychological way. And this is something that advertisers and marketers do when they're trying to get people to buy products or services. They'll use psychology and they'll kind of tap into images that make you think in a different direction. So I'm going to try and do the same thing. But first of all, Ryland, I need to see how you think. So I'm going to show you an image here. And what I want you to do is tell me, what is this image?
It's upside down again.
What is it, Ryland?
I think I see a rabbit.
Well, yeah, you see a rabbit, but you know what? It's also a duck.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is. And different people
it's
see
like a
things
beak,
different
isn't
ways.
it?
But
Oh,
your
yeah.
answer of a rabbit tells me how you think. I need one more piece of information and then I can try and influence you. So the next piece of information is this. I have a black square and a red circle. If I had to tell you to pick one, which one would you pick?
Black square.
The black square. Right. Now I've got you covered. Now I know what you're doing. So it's time to pick a card. And the first part of this is a suit. Ryland? Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Now you'll notice the black suits are on one side, the red suits on the other. You'll also notice 2 of the suits are very, very small, while 2 of the suits are very big. Now, different people get influenced in different ways. The fact that you picked a black square earlier might influence you towards the black suits, or you might go in completely the different direction. But I think I know what you're going to do. Which suit do you want?
I want the big diamonds.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
If I told you I knew you'd go for the diamond, you probably wouldn't believe me.
No.
You sure you want diamond?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Last question is to do with the values of the cards. Now, this card has all the values. Down this side, you have all of the odd cards. That's the ace through to king, all of the odd cards. And on this side, you have all the even cards, 2 all the way down for queen. So the first question I've got is, would you like an even, or would you like an odd?
Even.
Even, so this side right here. And which even would you like?
I think I might go for Thea's age.
8. That's
That's her favourite number. So why not?
that's that one
Why
right
not?
there, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
And So that would be the 8 of diamonds, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't have possibly, for a second, known that you would have picked the 8 of diamonds, right? But I told you that I was going to try and get you to psychologically be influenced to pick this card. And at no point did I tell you to pick a diamond, no point did I tell you to pick a red card, and no point did I tell you to pick an 8 or an even card. You had the choices the whole time.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is this card that's been here from the very, very beginning just happens to be the 8 of diamonds. Now, you really like this, don't you?
Yeah.
You really, really like this, and so do I. In a way, it reminds me a little bit of Silent Treatment, but without the Silent Treatment premise. But Silent Treatment was a trick by John Allen. And the whole idea is you walked out on stage and you had your mouth duct taped. And the idea is that you're showing cards to people, giving them instructions, and at the end, the card that they picked was the one that was in your mouth under the duct tape the whole time. Really great premise. There was a limitation in terms of the card that they could pick. They didn't have a free choice of 52. I bring that up because what's nice about this is they can pick any one of the 52 cards. There is literally no force. Now, in order for that to happen, it reminds me a little bit of Cue the Magic, in that there's a few different things that you have to show, but presentationally this makes...
Silent Treatment with this, couldn't you?
You could. No, because you need... No, and I'll explain why better.
But if it's normal duct tape and you just have you had the chocolate, you could
Yeah, but you need to be able... But because you can't speak, you need people to understand what you're doing without actually speaking. So with Silent Treatment, there were words that they read and they did what you said. With this, you wouldn't be able to speak. They wouldn't know what to do. You'd just be showing them around.
Could you put a whiteboard in? Or could you have little boards and go, what animal do you see?
Yes, you could. Which is what Silent Treatment was, which is probably why they've not done that with this. That's just be ripping off Silent Treatment. But what this is, I love the premise for this. The whole idea of talking about advertising and talking about how advertising can influence your choices. And as a magician, we can do the very same thing, and then kind of going down the route of showing them images and then saying, right, I can influence you. And then having them go through the process of having them pick a card, which eventually is the actual card. Now, without giving too much away, the props are really well made. It's very easy to do. There's a one-time setup that takes around about an hour maybe, but once it's set up, it's done. You never need to do the setup again. You've seen the size of the cards. They're pretty big. They fit in a case perfectly. So you'd have them in the case. You'd take them out one at a time. The routine has been structured really well by Michel. Luca, the tutorial is great because it's Michel in the studio, first of all, talking about how the trick works, talks about various different options, but then there's kind of like a group Zoom call between the three of them talking about their input, and Luca and Alan really kind of share some interesting theories on it as well. Now, in terms of, there's obviously a moment towards the end of the routine where you have to do a switch, and there's a few different switches that are included in this. Michel teaches you how to do a really nice switch. He tells you how to make basically a self-working switching device out of a bulldog clip, which is great. He also goes through his own switch, which is I think it's called the hip change, which is quite good. Or you could apply any switch to this. If you do switch 1 by Christian Grace, for example, you could apply that switch to this. There's a lot of different ways that you can actually go with it. How I plan on doing it is having a wine glass on the table and dropping the card in a wine glass, and then as I take it out, doing the switch at that point, a little bit like what I did in the performance. The other thing that you actually get, as well as everything that you saw in the performance, you also get another one of these, and this was your favourite, wasn't it? With all drawings on it as well. So
yeah, it had all the drawings on, and you basically take a pack of blank face cards, get to draw the drawing on, and then they can pick one, and it's like, drawings, which one do you want? And the card the whole time was that drawing.
Yeah, exactly. So you preferred that to the cards because you don't really use cards.
You wouldn't do the cards. You wouldn't do the part where it's like, would you like the the card with the clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds?
Yeah.
Or the numbers on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use that. You would just use the animal one and the black square and the what's it called?
And then the extra one that's got all the drawings on it.
Yeah, and then that. What was on the one of the black square? Oh, that was the back of the animal. Yeah, you would use that one, and then you would take the animal one and you would use that one.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're more of a mentalist and you're wanting to do like a drawing style routine, that would be quite good.
Or
You could
your
even
kids.
probably do a drawing duplication. That would work well.
Can I take this to the next one I'm seeing?
Oh yeah, of course you can if you want to. Yeah, of course you can. I really like this. I think
this might actually be my stage trick at the YMCA.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is really good. It is really, really good. And it's impossible when you think about it. It's absolutely impossible. It's the holy grail for magicians. You know, name a card, that's the card. You know, it's been in full view the whole time.
Because I can do the switch.
Yeah, exactly. And the way that you're actually getting what you need in order to do the switch is simply genius. The thing works brilliantly, like really, really well. Everything has been thought through.
Do you know what? I might actually get silent treatment.
Yeah? I've got a silent treatment. You can have it if you want it. Yeah. You like the idea of walking out on stage duct tape, don't you? I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you. Yeah, this is fun. This is super fun. It's definitely going into my show. He says
Can
he's
that be
going.
super funny?
What?
If I do this. Ow!
Yeah, it would be funny. Yeah. So
No,
this.
I'm actually gonna do that because I don't know what it feels like. I've never done it before. So at the YMCA, I'm just gonna go.
Right, so Ryland's planning on duct taping his face at the next YMC meeting. Good to know. Good to know. But the fact that he wants to do this at the next YMC meeting tells you what he thinks of it. I love this. This is going into my act. I'm performing
99%.
performing more stand-up than anything these days, and this is the perfect stand-up trick. It'll fit in the case. It plays big. It's 6 or 7 minutes of really solid, fun entertainment. It's absolutely impossible. I'm going to give this 100%. I think this is great.
I'm gonna give it a 99.
99% from Ryland, 100% from me.
Just because I think it should come with printed cards for the colouring one.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. 99% from him. 100% from me.
Sometimes.
Hard to draw. Get
Like,
your mum.
because there's a watch.
Get your mum.
Because there's a watch. No, I want to draw it because I'm a kid. Yeah, when
So
I like drawing.
I know you do. Okay. 99% from Ryland. So why is it getting percentage less when you like drawing and you're looking forward to drawing them?
For adults.
Okay, fair enough. 99% from Ryland, 100% from me. Let's move on with the next review.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have The Perfect Match by Vinny Sagoo, Neo Magic, your friend Vinny Sagoo.
Yeah.
And The Perfect Match. Imagine allowing a spectator to make all of the choices, yet they find their perfect match. Not once, but twice. The perfect trick for weddings and events. neomagic.co.uk. This is pretty cool. When I saw this, I'd never seen the principle that's being used here at all. Vinny says it's a really old principle. I've never seen it before. But
I haven't either.
yeah,
Maybe it's because I'm young and that's old.
yeah, very possibly, but he's applied it in a very different direction. This is a self-working
Maybe that's why
matchup.
it's because it's a bit different.
Yeah, could be. But let's have a look at Ryland performing it. So he performed this earlier on today with Thea, his sister, and me. So you're going to look at a performance of this, and then after the performance, we'll talk about specifically what's up with this routine.
Hi, I've got my dad behind the camera and I've got my sister here.
Hi.
Now, I've got these cards here. Would you like to give those cards a shuffle?
Yes, please.
Give the cards a shuffle. Now, you can see that the backs are, there's some red, there's some blue. They're all different. They're some red, some blue, equally. Yeah. So you're gonna shuffle the cards.
Yes.
Now you're happy that they're shuffled?
One more, probably. Yeah.
Now yeah, you happy? Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, some of them are red, some of them are blue. Now. Here I've got some matches. Now you can see they're all different colours, which I like colours, as you can tell. So I've got all these different colour matches, yeah? Now what I want you to do is I want Daddy to take some and I want you to take some. It doesn't have to be like that. So you're gonna take the colours, yeah?
Okay.
I'm not gonna look.
Okay, you want us to count them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give count to see how many you've got.
I got mine. Have you got yours there?
Got it.
Got it. Okay. You sure? I'm not gonna look. So all these matches there. Now, we've got the cards, as I said. So I'm going to deal face up. Now, Phil will start with you. Think of your number. So basically, let's say your number is 2. When I go 2, you're going to memorise that card as I go down. So let's say it was a different number. Let's say it was 3. You're going to go like that. You're going to see that, and then I'm going to carry on. And you see what that card is, okay? Now, don't tell me what that card is, okay? So think of your number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Have you got what your card is?
Yeah.
Okay, now Dad, you're going to do the same.
Okay.
Think of your number, and we're going
Okay.
to do the same for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Have you got your cards?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to look away again, and you're both going to take your cards out. So Theo, you're going to take your card out, and you're not going to let Daddy see. You're going to put it face down, and Dad, you're going to do the same. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to look away, so I don't know what the card is.
Okay. So pick the cards up there. Don't let me or Ryland see. Take your card out and put it face down. Okay, she's done that.
And now Daddy's going to take the cards as well, and he's going to take his cards. So
Well, this is going to be tough. Okay, Thea, you close your eyes as well. I'll do it this way. Yep, done.
Done? Okay. Now, we've got this here. Now, the thing is, I knew it would be one red and one blue.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Look. I had a prediction on the other side of the match box. One red,
What?
one blue.
What?
Now, you could have picked any cards. Now, I didn't tell you, but all these... Did I tell you that all these cards are in pairs? I think I might have. So, like, we've all got the pairs. Like, we've got a queen and a queen. We've got an 8. We've got an 8. We've got an ace. An ace. We've got a 2. And a 2. A 9. And a 9. A king. And a king. A 3 and a 3. And a 6 and a 6. That means there's one card there. And it's a pair.
No way.
And those two cards are the Jack of Hearts. What?
Okay, so that was a performance of perfect match, and yeah, I mean, it is exactly how you see it play. What's really nice about this is it feels like they're having such a free choice all of the time. They shuffle the cards as much as they want to. They have any amount of matches each. There's no force. They never tell you the number. You genuinely never know the number. They can shuffle at any point they want to. You genuinely don't know what the card is. And then you're able to force this situation where they end up with a perfect match. So if you're doing, like Vinny says on the back of the ad copy, weddings, and you're performing for a bride and groom, this is an amazing trick. Yeah. And it's impossible, really. It's more cerebral. It's not the sort of thing that's like really visual. So if you're performing close up and you're surrounded by hundreds of people, a bit like you were at that fair and people were coming over and you were doing really quick visual stuff, that won't work for this. No. But where this will work is if you've got a little bit more time and you know, you're kind of doing something where people are invested in the time, then this is absolutely perfect. I love the fact that they've supplied the matchbox with it as well, which has got the perfect match on it. And I love the fact that the matches that are included are like coloured sticks, not matches. So even somebody under the age of 18 that's not allowed to play with matches could still do this routine if he wanted to. They're only sticks, they're not matches, which is really cool.
Well, you could get a box of pencils.
You will literally learn this within 10 minutes of watching the tutorial. The tutorial is very well done. It explains everything. But honestly, 10 minutes in and you'll have this down perfectly. And when you have it down, it doesn't take up much pocket space. You just take the 18 cards with you, you take the little matchbox with you, and you're ready to go. It's instantly reset. It's examinable. There's nothing to find. It's easy to do. You don't even need a table if you don't want to. It ticks every box as far as I'm concerned. It's great. I think that a lot of people are going to really like this. There's going to be a lot of people that put this into their act, and I think it's great. I think it's probably one of the best things I've seen Neo Magic bring out. What do you think?
I think it's really good.
You think
I really like it.
it's really? Would you do it?
Yeah.
Would you? Because it's not your style of magic,
But it's cool.
but it's cool. It's cool. Okay. So
I
what?
really like the picture in the front.
The picture's good as well. Yeah. What are you going to give it then, right?
100.
100%. I'm going to give it 90%. I think it's really good. 90% from me, 100% from Ryland. It's a really cool trick that's very easy to do that you'll be doing straight away. Let's move on with the next routine. So next up by P3, Penguin Magic P3
Spidey.
and Spidey, we have Tidal Wave. Let's face it, Spidey is on a creative tour de force right now. He won the Penguin Magic Penguin Live of the Year last year.
That's good.
The year before, he won the Product of the Year for ABC. He's just everywhere. His YouTube channel's blowing up. He's an incredible performer, incredible creator, really nice guy. And when him and Penguin team up,
It's like the Spider-Man of magic.
the Spider-Man of magic. Let's go with that, right? And what he's got here is this is a packet trick. Now, you don't normally think of Spidey as somebody who does packet tricks because he's more of a mentalist. But this is a packet trick, and it's a 40-minute tutorial that covers absolutely everything. Tons of live performances, including live performances in the theatre, live performances in a close-up situation.
It's sort of like a mental packet trick.
Well, it is. One of the presentations that Spidey uses is, hey, I'm going to show you the difference between magic and mentalism. And he starts off by doing a magic trick, and then he shows you what a mentalist would do, which is a really nice presentation. And
Lots
then,
of mentalists do that.
yeah, and
Which I think is cool.
yeah, it's really nice. It's basically a version of Twisting the Aces, but it's kind of like if Twisting the Aces and Brainwave got together and had a baby, this would be the baby. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. If you haven't seen, I'm going to do a performance of it right now to camera, so let's have a look at Tidal Wave by Spidey. Okay, so I've got Rye behind the camera, and I'm going to show him something amazing. Rye, can you see the 4 queens there?
Yes.
You can see the 4 queens,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going to show you something really weird. There's 5, but I'll show you 4. There's 4 moves that you need to learn as a magician that can literally make the impossible possible. Would you like to see what those 4 moves are using the queens?
Yes.
Well, let's say I wanted to turn a card over. Now, what most people would do with 4 cards, if they wanted to turn a card over, is they would just turn it over like that. That's how normal people turn a card over. Now, some people will turn a card over like that underneath the packet. That's kind of weird. Magicians turn cards over by magic, and this is how they do it. The first move you learn is the snap. You snap your fingers like that, and when you do, that first queen, the Queen of Diamonds, turns over. Now, that's pretty cool, but the second move is the shake. Now, the shake is even better because it turns the Queen of Diamonds face down, and it takes the Queen of Hearts, and it turns the Queen of Hearts face up, you see. So that's the shake. So you've got the snap, you've got the shake. The next one is the twist. Now, what the twist does, when you twist, it actually makes the Queen of Hearts turn face down, and it makes the Queen of Clubs turn face up, which I think is just absolutely crazy, right? Now, the last one is the hardest one. I want you to see they're all face down. The last one is called the flick. You just flick it like that, and when you do, you see that last queen, the Queen of Spades, turns face down. Now, there is another move as well. It's called a double wave. And the double wave is legendary because very few people can do it. You see, we've managed to turn over all of the queens one by one, but the double wave is the hardest one of the lot. Would you like to see the double wave?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to kind of go through a little bit of a process. So we've got 4 queens. Ryland, we're going to get you and Thea, because we've got your sister Thea behind the camera here as well. We're going to get you and Thea to end up on 1 queen. So Ryland, you can start. We're going to take out the red queens or the black queens. Which ones are we going to take out?
The black queens.
The black queens. So Thea, we've taken out the black queens,
Yeah.
which is the clubs and the spades. Which one of those should we use?
Clubs or spades? We should use the spades.
The spades. That was a free choice, right?
Yeah.
This is the double wave. You see, when you do this, that is the double wave, because the card you wanted, the Queen of Spades, is the only one that turns over in the pack. So that is Tidal Wave. Now, the first bit is very, very similar to Twisting the Aces. It deviates about halfway through and then goes in a completely different direction. What I love, I've always thought that Twisting the Aces needs a finale. That's something that I've got various different ways of approaching that myself. But this is a really great way, because Twisting the Aces, you know, Vernon's classic, is the aces turn over one at a time by magic. So it would make sense that when you've done that, the final piece is they name a card and that one turns over without you even touching the cards. It absolutely makes complete and total sense. The beautiful thing is, it's not that difficult to do. It's a couple of Elmsley counts. It's a couple of other moves. Spidey teaches everything very, very clearly. But if you already know Twisting the Aces, you're going to be able to do all of the technical stuff straight away. Like you do Twisting the Aces.
Yeah.
You could do this within like literally 10 minutes, I guarantee you.
Really?
Yeah. Now, the cards that come with it are very well printed. You get 3 regular cards. You get 1 gaffed card that allows you to do all of the routine.
Which queen is that?
I don't know. I think it's just a picture of a queen for the box. But you get everything that you need inside the package to be able to do the routine. The routine is, as I say, if you do Twisting the Aces, you'll be able to do this straight away and you'll be able to add this on. Now, the question that people are going to have is, what's better, this or Twisting the Aces? Well, the answer is this, obviously.
It's got an extra add-on. It's basically Twisting the Aces with an extra part.
Exactly. Now, the only negative here, however, is you are using gaffed cards, while Twisting the Aces uses regular cards. So you got to say, well, you know, this is...
You can easily swap them out.
Yeah, well, this is only 1 gaffed card. So you could have these in a deck if you wanted to and go through and take them out. It's only 1 gaffed card. Or you could take it out as a packet trick. There's lots of different options. I love packet tricks. I love carrying them around with me. And I think this is a great addition to Twisting the Aces. I think this is a fantastic packet trick. One of the best I've seen recently, in all honesty. Which is why I'm going to give this 95%.
That's high. 100.
100. You've got some great tricks this week. You're just giving a high mark to everything. It's like the old days when you didn't want to upset people before you turned into a mean reviewer. 100% from Ryan and 95% from me. If you're looking for a really cool packet trick, this is a very cool packet trick. Well done, Spidey. It's another great release from you and Penguin Magic.
Yeah.
We're now going to look at the final trick. So the final trick we're going to be looking at today is by your friend Kev G.
The man of Rubik's Cube.
The man of Rubik's Cube. Are you just like giving people names now? You know, Spidey, the Spider-Man of Magic. Kev G, the man of Rubik's Cubes. There we go. There's one for your marketing there, Kev. We've met the man of Rubik's Cubes, who is here with a non-Rubik's Cube trick and has teamed up with Lord Harry Harrington. You got anything for him?
Harry.
Harry.
The Harry.
The Harry. Okay. Lord Harry Harrington and Kev G have
Harrington.
Harrington.
You?
Lord Harry Harrington.
Yeah, I thought you said Harrison.
No, Lord Harry Harrington.
I thought you said Harrison.
No, Harrington. Lord Harry Harrington. He's Welsh.
Lord Harry.
Lord Harry. He's a friend of Lloyd's. Lord Harry Harrington. So we got Lloyd Harry Harrington. Why haven't got? And we got Kev G. Never worked with animals or children. And we've got Kev G teaming up to do Minify, which is it's a routine. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do a performance. You did this for Instagram the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
So Ryland performed this on Instagram and did a great job with it, I have to say. So let's roll the Instagram footage so you can see exactly what it looks like, and then we'll bring it back and give it a review.
Okay, so I've got my dad behind the camera. Dad, just say stop.
Stop.
There, that's your card.
Got it.
You got the card.
Yeah.
Now, we've got the pack of cards.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to guess your card.
You are?
Your card's a low card.
Yes.
A diamond.
Yes.
Obviously, it's red. It's the 3 of diamonds, isn't it?
It is the 3 of diamonds.
It's the 3 of diamonds. Now, the thing is, I'm going to do something really, really cool.
Really?
Do you want to see something really, really cool?
I do.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
What?
So you've got 1 card there. Look, give the card a pull. Give the card a call.
Give the card a pull.
Yeah.
What?
You can see the card. It's a mini card. Look, turn it over. What is it?
3.
It's the 3 of diamonds.
So you get that's the trick. That's in essence what it is. One card. Now I saw a version of this that Harri did at the Magic Circle about a year ago when he lectured there, but this has been evolved since then. Now you get 2 gimmicked cards, one red backed, one blue backed. So if you use
a long word.
it is a long word. So if you've got you use it, you get a red back card and a blue back card, both made in bicycle rider back cards. So if you exactly
the people of cards.
Please stop. So that if you've got a red back card or a blue back deck, you can do whatever. Now, the gimmicked card is quite clever because Ryland didn't do this because you were doing it for a reel and you have to keep reels less than a minute on Instagram. But that gimmick card can be in that deck and you can have the cards shuffled, you can have the cards mixed up, the spectator can shuffle, and they're not going to find, you're not going to find any gimmick. So you could do other routines and have that gimmick card in the deck and it won't affect anything. But anytime you want to get into this trick, you could
do one of those tricks where you like, you know one of them things where you just riffle through and they look at the one card. Well, it's going to be that one that stands out, isn't it?
Kev does actually go through on the tutorial about different ways that you can actually use the gimmick beyond what you just did. And there is a lot of different things. There's a lot of thinking that's gone behind this. They've presented more than just what you saw there in the tutorial.
That's why it's evolved, the long word.
Exactly, yes. Now, in terms of the actual trick, I've done this a couple of times and it kills. When I first saw Harri do it, I was like, oh, that's cute, but it's a little bit simple. But then having done it in the real world, it gets killer reactions because the spectator picks a card. First of all, you got the mind reading bit. And don't forget, they've shuffled the cards. You take the cards back and they pick a card and immediately you can tell them what the card is. But then you've got that moment where the card just flicks out the pack, which is a really nice production. You know, one of the things that's really visual about card magic is like having cards spin out the deck and flick out the deck, and that, the card just flicks out the deck. When they've shuffled, it looks really good. But when they grab it and turn it over, and it's their card, but it's now shrunk down, that's an incredible moment. It really is. Makes a great opener, but it's also something that you can throw into your set at any point. When you've finished, you can just put the mini card away. You're left with the deck of cards. Even though the gimmick is still in there, you can use it for any other routine that you want to. And then to reset, all you have to do, it's a 5-second reset, isn't it? You literally just put the mini card back in place and you'll reset ready to go again. So it's very practical, no table required, no angle issues, very easy to do. The gimmick does all the work for you, almost an instant reset, pack small, plays big, and it's a very different, and it's a very different style of trick to anything that I've seen before.
So fast, I can't think of any titles.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to keep you.
That's how fast.
I'm trying to keep you on track, mate. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of it? You performed it. What do you think? Are you going to do it? I know you love Kev G. I know he's
I think it's really good, and I'm going to do it.
Because you don't do many card tricks. You do some.
Yeah.
You don't do many.
No, I don't do yours because they're long and boring.
My card tricks are long and boring. Not all of them.
Not quantum.
Not quantum. Oh, quantum's not. But that's because that's one of the few tricks that's mine that you actually do.
That's not really a pack of cards. It's blank cards though, so it doesn't really count.
Have you finished insulting me? Do you want to carry on, or are we okay now? Have you got it out of your system?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something else.
Long boring coin tricks?
Yeah. And key tricks.
And key tricks? No. You do key master. I'm not accepting key. No. Not accepting that. Not accepting long boring key tricks. Not a chance. No. No.
Chocolate trick.
Stop it. Just stop it right now. Do not dish chop. Don't forget, I can send you to bed with no water or food or anything.
Yeah, by that
I can burn your Lego.
No, I'll be good.
Thank you. So, what are you giving it? I'll tell you what I'm giving it.
100.
100. What a surprise. Ryland's in a good mood today. I'm giving it 90%. I think it's really good. I think it's something that you can just throw in your deck and have there if you need it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And it's just accessible. I think that people will look over this. And I think the reason that people will look over it is because it looks too simple. But honestly, I implore you to try it in the real world and you'll realise the reactions are really good. Yeah. So 100% from him, 90% from me. Well done, Kev. Well done, Harri. Another great product from the two of you. Hopefully we'll see another thing coming from you in the future. But with that being said, it's time to wrap it up.
That's another research in the bag. That's another research in the bag. I'm trying to break the table. That's another research in the bag.
Why would you want to break the table? Why would you do that? Why would you want to break the table? Stop! It's wanton destruction. Stop it now. Stop it now. It is another review show in the back. Thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I will beat you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you... Really? I need to stop you from eating sugar. Don't forget, if you want to see Ryland on Instagram, he's Ryland the Kid Magician. He's also Ryland the Kid Magician on Facebook. He's also Ryland the Kid Magician on YouTube. And if you haven't already, please go check out his YouTube account. Because his YouTube account is really cool. And you can go see, if you want to see his AGT performance, just search Ryland Petty, America's Got Talent, and you can see his AGT performance. He was very, very good. We'll be back next week, but don't forget you can join the Netrix by going to...
www.thenetrix.cookies.
Whatever, at this point I don't care. I need to get you to bed because you're eating too much sugar. I'll see you again next week. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.